11/12/2018 passed by the High Court of Uttarakhand at Nainital in Criminal Appeal number 110 of 2016, by which the High Court has allowed the said appeal preferred by the respondent accused and has held the culpable homicide, and in the instant case is not murder, and consequently has converted the sentence for life imprisonment to 10 years and rigorous imprisonment. The state of Uttarakhand has preferred that the respondent here, original accused, was charged under trial and the offence punishable under section 302 IPC for having committing the murder of the Viren Singh. As per the case of the prosecution on 16/11/2014, the entire village was celebrating Mehndi ceremony of the occasion of the wedding of one Anil. In the ceremony, the entire village participated, including the deceased Viren Singh and the accused Sajjan Singh Rawat. In the night, some alterations took place between the deceased Viren Singh and the accused Sajjan Singh Rawat. But due to intervention of the villagers, the matter did not proceed further. After the dinner, at the 12 in the night, the accused attacked Viren Singh by giving him blow by the danda fakdiyar, a rough piece of wood which was carried. The blow was on a head of the deceased. Viren Singh ran away towards the house for safety. The accused ran after the deceased with the fakdiyar in his hand. The deceased sustained multiple injuries on the head. There was a skull fracture and a foreigner bounce on left side. The complainant, who was the wife of the deceased, tried to rescue her husband but failed. Meanwhile, several blows were given to husband. The mother-in-law of the complainant, Geeta Devi, also came to rescue the deceased. Due to grievous injury, Viren Singh fell unconscious. The deceased was initially taken to Dr. Sharma, who was reside at Bhansali, which was only a few meters away. Considering the condition of the injuries, he was referred to Mahant Indras Hospital at Dehradun, where he was operating upon. After a few days, 5/12/2014, Viren Singh was passed away.
Good morning, sir. That the wife of the deceased lodged an FIR against the accused respondent herein. Investigation was done by the police officer in charge of the police station. During the course of the investigation, the investigating officer recorded the statement of the eye witness, included the complaint. The wife of the deceased, the investigating officer also collected the medical evidence, including postmortem report, etc. Thereafter, on conclusion of the investigation, the investigating officer filed the charges sheet against the accused for the offence punishable under section 302 IPC. As the case was exclusively triable by the court of the session, the case was committed to the session court, where the accused was put to trial. Accused pleaded not guilty and he claimed to be tried by the trial court for the offence punishable under section 302 IPC. To bring home the charge against the accused, the prosecution examined in all 440 witnesses. Many of the witnesses were the eye witness, including the complaint. The wife of the deceased, the prosecution also examined Dr. Pankaj Arora, PW11, who had operated upon the deceased. After closure of the evidence of the prosecution side, a further statement of the accused under section 330 CRPC was recorded. Thereafter, on appreciation of evidence and believing the evidence of eyewitness, namely Darshini Devi, the wife of the deceased, of the other, considering the nature of the injury sustained by the deceased, the trial court held that the culpable homicide was murder and thereby convicted the accused for the offence punishable under section 302 IPC and imposed the sentence of life imprisonment.
The notice of respondent case and fact, the accused has tried to support the impugned judgment and order passed by the High Court, holding that on the instance case, the culpable homicide is not amounting to murder, invoking court exception to under section 300 of IPC. The written and white used the accused was a pakhadiya, which is a rough piece of wood. It cannot be said that there was any presumption and or any intention on the part of the accused to kill or commit the murder of deceased, and rightly observed and held what accident occurred in a sudden fight in the heat of passion on sudden quarrel in the Mehndi ceremony. And therefore, the second incident had taken place in which the accused gave several blows to the deceased by the Pakhadia on the head, thighs, and other part of the body. The High Court observed the case fully under the section 300 of fourth exception of 300 IPC. There was not any properly appreciated and considered that injury sustained by deceased.
And according to section 351 of the IPC, assert in that the respondent not make any gesture or any preparation to intend to causing a death. According to this section, there should be a complete preparation for the assert, and which was not by the respondent. There was only one to the take revenge for his provocation, and there was no knowledge to intend the causing of death. And as per the section 300 and section 4, if the person committing the act know that it's so intentionally dangerous that it must in all probability causing death, or such bodily injury is like to causing death, and the excuses for incurring the risk of causing death or such injury is aforesaid. In this case, respondent attacked with a rough piece of wood which had on the head of the deceased and thigh. However, the culpable homicide did not amount to murder, and solely on the ground that is not a cold-blooded murder. Rather, it is a sudden fight which is ensured by the hatred of the passion. And the weapon used by Pagriyat, which is a rough piece of wood, and it cannot be said that there was an intention to kill or commit the murder of the deceased. Feeling aggrieved, it is certified by the imprisonment judgment order passed by the High Court. The state has preferred the present appeal. The High Court has committing a grave error in holding that the murder of the deceased does not amount of culpable homicide. That the High Court has erred in observing that hold that the case would fall into the fourth exception of under section 300 of IPC. Because the weapon used was a fakhtiyar that itself cannot make the culpable homicide as not amounting to murder, it is submitted that the High Court has not properly appreciated and considered the effective blow given by the virtual part of the body, which is head, and the multiple injuries sustained by the deceased leading of his death. The culpable homicide did not amount to murder solely on the ground of it is a cold-blooded murder, and the weapon used by Pagriyat, which is rough piece of wood, and there is no intent to causing a death according to section 300. Under section 351 of IPC, assault, the accused attacked Viren Singh by giving his blow by a danda, fakhtiyar, a rough piece of wood which he was carrying. The blow was the head of the deceased.
Section 326 of the IPC. According to this section, he was not using any deadly weapon by means of fire or any weapon of offense which is likely to cause death, or not to beat by any explosive and intended which it is deleterious to the human body to inhale. He was beaten up by the stick which is used for fire, or not knowledge to having a cause of death or murder.
Under section 326 of IPC, voluntary causing grievous hurt by dangerous weapon or means, because the weapons used was a fakhtiyar that by itself cannot make the culpable homicide as not amounting to murder. It is submitted that the High Court has not properly appreciated and considered the repetitive blows given on the vital part of the body, head, and the multiple injuries sustained by the deceased leading to his death.
Relating to the case Ashok Kumar Banka versus State of Gujarat, the court considered that the case would fall under the exception 4 of the IPC, and it is further observed by the court that such attachment could be known rather than for causing death of victim, and it is observed that any reasonable person with a stretch of imagination can come to the conclusion that injury or fall under the culpable homicide, not to the amounting of murder. Under section 441 of IPC, criminal trespass, the High Court has also not properly appreciated that after the first incident of alteration between the two at the place, the marriage ceremony, due to the intervention of the villagers, the matter did not proceed further. However, at about 12 in the night, the accused attacked the deceased, run towards his house for safety. The accused run after him, reached his house, and continued to give several blows. The wife of the deceased tried to rescue her husband but failed. The mother of the deceased, Geeta Devi, also came to rescue of the deceased.
According to section 41 of the IPC, the accused attacked the deceased by a pakriya which was carrying when he was deceased toward his house to safety for the respondent and run after him, not to intend to enter their house or causing death.
The High Court has not all considered the multiple grievous injuries sustained by the deceased on the head. It is submitted that the accused used pakdiyat with such a force that there was a skull fracture and a frontal wound on left side and wounds with 34 stitches on the left side on the skull extended from mid to the left side of the skull along with coronal sutures of 16 cm. It is submitted that therefore the case would certainly fall under clauses 3rd and 4th to section 300 IPC and therefore the trial court rightly convicted the accused for the offence under section 302 IPC.
There are related cases under section 300 of under section exception of 4 Viraj Bhai Gaurav Bhai Nayak case. The fourth exception of section 300 IPC cover acts that in a sudden fight. The said exception deal with a case of prosecution not covered by the first exception. Exception 4 there is only that heat of the passion which loud men sober reason and urge them to deal with they would not otherwise do. A sudden fight implies natural provocation and blow on each side. And relating to section 304A of the IPC, causing death by negligence, any person who will cause the death of any person, they are doing any rash or negligence without any intent or causing death of the person. In this case, he was beaten by the stick which is used for the fire and causing, which is not intent to causing the death of the person. He was any harmful. If he was using and intended to causing a death, he used any harmful or any deadly weapon to murder.
The High Court has not properly appreciated and or considered the multiple injuries sustained by the deceased. As per the medical evidence, the following injuries were found on the body of the deceased. On external examination of the dead body, following condition and injuries were found. Average build, rigor mortis present and both upper limbs extended up to the lower half to the thigh. Eyes partially open, cornea was dried, xeroxes, nostrils with blood clots. First, stitches bound with 34 stitches with left side of the skull extended from the mid of the left side of the skull along with coronal structure of 16 cm. Sutures were metal. Tracheotomy opening the secretion present in the wound inside the trachea along with lacerated wound for 4 cm in size with sharp and well defined margins. Third, multiple constructed wounds which were 1 to 2 cm in size, blushed black in color at the left side of the shin of the leg at upper 2/3 region.
On internal examination of the dead body, following condition and injuries were found. Skull fracture at the frontal bounds of the left side, sharp well-defined partial bone bounds which was suggestive or with well-defined margin. Brain lacerate and the clot present in a frontal lateral brain bounds extended upon the frontal and temporary. The main cause of the death was injury sustainable by the deceased on his head. There was not any properly appreciated and considered the injury sustained by deceased, and therefore the second incident has taken place in which the accused gives several blows to the deceased by the pakya on the head, neck, etc. The High Court observed that case fall under the exception 4 of the IPC, and the accused has tried to support the impugnant judgment of order passed by the High Court and holding that in the instant case the culpable homicide is not amounting to murder, invoking 4th exception of the 300 IPC.
As nobody can enter into the mind of the accused, his intention has to be gathered from the weapon used, the part of the body chosen for the assault, and the nature of the injuries caused. Here the appellant had chosen the crowbar as the weapon of offence. He was further appellant had chosen a crowbar the weapon of offence. He was further chosen a vital part of the body, the head, for causing the injury which had caused multiple fracture of skull. They clearly show the force which appellant had used the weapons. The cumulative effect of all the factors irresistibly leads to one and the only conclusion, that the appellant intended to cause death of the deceased.
In that case, the respondent not make any gesture or preparation intending to causing death. He was beaten by the stick which is used for fire, not having knowledge to have a cause of death. According to this section, there should be a complete preparation for assault, which was not by the respondent. There was only take revenge for the provocation, and there was no knowledge about to invent the death.
In case of Ashok Kumar Maghabhai Bankar versus State of Gujarat, the death was caused by single blow on head of the deceased was wooden pistol. It was found that the accused used pistol with such force that the head of deceased was broken into pieces. The court considered where the case would fall under section 302 or exception 4 of the section 300 IPC. It is held that the court that the injury sustainable by deceased only on exhibiting intention of the accused in causing death of the victim, but also knowledge of the accused in her regard. In the further observing of the court that such attack would be none other than causing death of the victim. It is observed that any reasonable person with the stretch of imagination can come to the conclusion that such injuries on a virtual part of the body which such a weapon would cause death.
In the case Vinay Kumar, Supreme Court held the both exception of section 300 IPC cover as done in a sudden fight. They said exception deal with a case of prosecution not covered by the first exception. Exception 4 is there is only heat by the passion which cloud minds and would not otherwise do. A sudden fight implies natural provocation and will on each other's fight.
We are of the opinion that the case would fall under clause 3rd and 4th of section 300 IPC. Thirdly, it is done with the intention of causing bodily injury to any person, and the bodily injury intended to be inflicted is sufficient in the ordinary courses of nature to cause death. Fourthly, it is the person committing the act knows that it is so eminently dangerous that it must, in all probability, cause death or such bodily injury as is likely to cause death, and commit such act without any excuse for incurring the risk of causing death or such injury are aforesaid.
But according to the section 304 of the IPC, a person who has committed a crime that qualify of culpable homicide, not according to murder, faces the offence must be performed with no intention of causing death. He is no intending to any act with such intention or knowledge under such circumstances if he would be guilty of the culpable homicide not amounting to murder.
Therefore, as per section 300 of IPC, if the case falls with clause 3rd and 4th to section 300 IPC, culpable homicide can be said to be amounting to murder. Therefore, in the fact and circumstances of this case, the High Court has committed a grave error in observing that culpable homicide did not amounting to murder by applying exception 4th of section 300 IPC. As observing hereby above exception 4th of section 300 IPC would not have been applied by the High Court at all consideration that the fact that the main second incident has taken the subsequently at 12 in the night, much after the first incident, altercation was over in the Mehndi ceremony. The immune judgment and order passed by High Court is unsustainable both on fact as well as law.
But according to the section 300 exception 4, if the person committing the act knows that is so intentionally dangerous, there it must in all probability causing death or such bodily injury as to likely causing death, and commit such as act without any excuses for incurring the risk of causing death or such injury as aforesaid.